Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am ZBest. Today I have a special request video from someone in the comment section. So yes, I do read them, and as always, feel free to leave your feedback and anything else that you want in the comments. Likes, comments, they all help, both for you and for me. So let's get into it. So today I will do a quick review and then just some gameplay analysis of the VZ55, the tier 10 Czech heavy tank. Two-shot autoloader is the best gun, of course, and of course with the rank season upcoming, I do think it will be one of the prominent tanks that will be used a lot. Like a lot. I would not be surprised if it's spammed as much as chieftains were in past seasons where reward tanks were allowed. Anyways, so with the loadout that I run a purple turbo that I got from previous ranked season. It helps so much, makes this thing incredibly quick, fast. Of course, with field mods, I did actually nerf my top speed a little bit just for better gun handling. I might not have the best field mod set up for everyone. I don't have it shown because I think it's something that everyone can pick for their own personal preference. Some of them I might even just not select one because I think it's actually hurting me. So I think mine are not fine-tuned. Everyone can fine-tune their own. And yeah. So of course I have improved VSTEB and vents as well with the vents directive, food, BIA, the typical setup for me. So it is a two-shot autoloader if you use that gun, which I highly recommend. You get it down to a sub 19-second reload with the loadout that I have. Of course, there is a 2-second intra clip reload, so of course you put out both shots very quickly. 980 average damage, which of course rolls over 1,000 quite a bit. And the aim time, of course, it isn't anything special. You can adjust it using field mods. You can also change your equipment loadout. And then, of course, the accuracy is the same as well. It can either be higher or lower depending on your field mods. The top speed, this is where the turbo comes in. It helps immensely to get your top speed up. I think mine's only like 52 or 53 because of field mods. But of course I have kept the power to weight with the turbo, which is by far the most important because it lets you actually cruise at that 50, which is very useful for getting around on the battlefield. Plus the reverse speed allows you to dump your clip and then pull back. View range, I think if I put on stuff like situational awareness, yeah, it's over the 445, so that is my loadout. And of course 8 degrees gun depression all the way around the side that matter. In the back it's only 4, so just make sure you keep your hull pointed forwards. And I fire exclusively APCR, there's no reason not to. 1125 meters per second shell velocity, really solid. Penetration 306, I think that's the same as the IS-7, so nothing special, but I think if it was anything more, this tank would be more broken than it already is. So for the armor, again, hull, nothing special. Lower plate is super weak. Upper plate can be penned by most tier 10s. It does become auto ricochet at certain angles, but then other things get even easier to pen. So basically, hide your hull. You can kind of side scrape. It's actually better than I assumed. There is a weak spot, but it can be hard to hit. The turret, there are some cupolas. Again, not super easy to hit, but they are there. The turret cheeks can be penned. I've seen it happen, though it typically takes a really high penetration round. And yeah, let's get into the gameplay. So this is from a battle a day or two ago. Mind you, Berlin is typically on my blacklisted map list. I am not a fan of Berlin. When I first saw that I was on Berlin, I was like, wait, this map? And then I realized I had some other maps banned that I typically don't. So this is the stereotypical early position. It does get artied out. It does have its serious weaknesses, which is why I don't enjoy it very much. But the way the game plays out, I survive playing this map. Though, like I said, I'm not a fan of it, and it's more of surviving this map than enjoying it. So that first shot wasn't very good, but I do get the kill. As you can see, very quick intra-clip reload, so you get the shots out real quick. And there's the upgraded reverse speed with the turbo. And I think you get a mobility slot with the field mods. So if you're not using purple turbo, you could use mobility slot and then a standard turbo, and it would still be sufficient. So of course I made my shots count there and did about 1,000 damage to him. Two-shot all-loaders are just broken in the current meta because typically you only have 2 to 4 seconds to shoot at a tank, and that's enough to get both your shots out. And if you have more shots, then you have to expose for longer than you would like. If you have a single shot, then you don't get everything. See, get 2 shots in. Maybe I could have gone a third if I had a third shot, but very few. I think the only all-loader that has a fast enough intra-clip is the TVP for that. So anything else could only get a shot, maybe 2. Anyways, we're already at 2,200 damage. It just takes 2 clips, and that's pretty standard. Here I actually realized that FV can shoot me and I can't spot him because of dumb vision mechanics. What do we expect from this game? And like I said, this map is just not enjoyable in my opinion. So I do get spotted again. I know the FV's there. I know if I actually poke up, I'm going to eat 1750 alpha. So not going to do that. So with the upcoming rank season, the reason why the VZ is going to be so good is 1, it's a heavium, meaning it has armor and HP of a heavy, but it moves like a medium. And then on top of that, it has the 2-shot all-loader, which is just a broken mechanic like I said before, and it allows you to do just ridiculous things. Like, you can take a shot, but then you do 1,000 damage in return. So you just out-trade anything. It's the equivalent of a JPZ with a 19-second reload and the ability to permatrack people. So I actually do kite the 183 there. Just a little bit of awareness. And again, just 1 shot, 2 shots, and then back off. And for ranked, especially with a smaller format, the VZ is going to be very good. Now, nothing against the smaller format of ranked. I do prefer ranked to have a smaller format, but the way the map rotation is, it's also a little bit not good. The idea is there are not enough tanks to actually cover the cap and have the strong positions to win the game. So the solution to that, I think, would be just to use all the encounter maps, which, for example, Brawl is an amazing mode, 7v7, and it runs as encounter, and it's enjoyable, it's reasonably fast-paced, and good players stand out the way ranked should work. Anyways, just as he's trying to pull back, I put 1,000 damage into him. Like, it And look at this, we're already at 5,500 damage and 1,000 assist. Like, that's a good game for a tier 10. I thought I was going to eat 1,000 damage here, and then I somehow actually put a shot into him before he puts any into me. So, again, up to 6k damage, 3 kills. Oh, and actually I remember this game now. I was frustrated I didn't reach 10k. Oh, with the VZ, most games can go to 10k, it feels like. So I actually rushed that shot. If I'd fully aimed that, it might have actually hit. That's the thing about the VZ is you just... Oh, and it's so good at finishing off tanks. Like, if it has less than 1,000 HP, you just kill the tank. So right there, I actually took 2 hits from the TVP, and that was just bad. Like, that was really bad for the rest of my game. If I hadn't taken those 2 hits, I would have easily been able to pull off the game that I would have liked. But again, we're over 7,000, 4 kills, 1,000 assists. The key with the VZ is to not be on the front line. You are a support tank. Your goal is to stay alive and dish out as much damage as possible. You are not there to take the hits. You're not there to actually officially trade. And that's what I mean. I didn't have that extra shot of HP. So if I had an extra shot or 2 of HP, I could have put my second shot into the TVP, pulled forward to go hull down, and then I would have been able to survive. So 8,700 damage, 1,500 assist, 4 kills. This game goes on for quite a while actually, because my team was quite incompetent. Like, here's an example. Anyways, let's get to the post-game stats. So, this was actually my 2-mark game. I did get the 2nd mark of excellence. I think the 2 marks are about 4,600 requirements, which of course are higher than most tier 10s. 3 marks. And it's definitely really high for a 2 mark, but after I show you my session, which is right here, I played 23 games on that day, and I had a 5,400 DPG, which in the VZ isn't actually that bad. Like, it's only, what, 5 clips, and you seem to get that many clips out all the time. But yeah, so of course no one else did anything close to that damage on my team. We capped out with the bad arty. I think we had more tanks alive, more HP, and we threw it, but still won the game. 22 shots fired, 22 hits, 20 pens. If I had stayed alive, I would have had enough shells to probably do 10k, but that didn't happen, so oh well. Yeah, so the VZ55, I do think it is overtuned for random battles. It should not be in the game the way it is. You could easily tell that from the test server. All the good players are saying that it shouldn't be the way it is as well. So I'd expect a nerf, though I can't guarantee it. And the biggest problem is they might just nerf it into the ground. I think the easiest fix would be to tune the intra clip. So from 2 seconds to maybe 2.5 or 3. That would help a lot. Or even tune the overall reload from like the 19 seconds that you can get it down to maybe like 20 or 21, but even that's pushing it. Two-shot all loaders are just extremely hard to balance. And the other side of the coin is that two-shot all loaders are extremely fun because they just work extremely well in random battles. They also work extremely well in smaller formats, as we'll see in the upcoming league season this fall, and we'll see it in ranked as well, where VZs are just going to be stomping, and we can fully expect them to do way more than any other tank would in their position. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this review, please like and or comment or even subscribe. And like I said, I do read the comments, so feel free to drop a comment below for other recommendations or ideas. In this case, it was a good one because the VZ is going to be very important in ranked, and it did just come out. So, and I also had some good replays on hand. Anyways, thank you for, and I don't remember your name, I apologize for whoever recommended this topic, and I will see you guys around.